You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion. Delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots. You know the actions you can take of your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We're a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. And then remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan or plan to save you money, I personally work with you even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And of course, we celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. What are we celebrating today? I should have a sound effect on here for a phone ringing, but I don't. It's in here somewhere. Telephone Day. Holy cow. Where'd you come up with that one? Look at that. That's about as old school as you get. If you're watching us on ronsiegelradio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 video feed, you're seeing a picture. I think Josh found this in the Smithsonian. I don't know if Well, I know my grandson will never have any idea what this means. My kids may not know what this is. A telephone with a handset and a cord. Wow, National Telephone Day. Okay, let's move right along. Hug a Plumber Day. I don't think I'll be doing that one for sure. Library Workers Day. Do they still have libraries anymore? I guess there are some around again, Smithsonian's. DNA Day. Okay, let's just go for it, Josh. National Zucchini Bread Day. Okay, wait a second. I say zucchini bread, and I see a picture of zucchini. I think we forgot the bread, maybe even the butter. Okay, but you know something? It is what it is what it is. I think we've got that one on here somewhere, but there it is.
It is what it is.
Take a look at the markets today. Let's see what they're doing. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, let's see, down 160. Is that right? Down 160. We're looking at the S&P 500 is down 36. The NASDAQ down 138. Oil down $1.59. And the 10-year Treasury is down 6 basis points. Yeah, I wonder if that means that the mortgage world is doing well today. We're going to watch it for you. We'll get into that when we get into the mortgage minute in just a bit, but right now, should we? I don't know. Maybe we'll look at what we've got going on here, because I think we've got something to do with VA loans, and I love the VA loan, the VA loan program. It's a great program. How about buying a VA home with no money? Can we buy a VA home loan, or can we get a VA loan with no money? So let's do a little bit of a workshop in our continuing series on VA home loans. If you want the whole series, RJ at ronsiegelradio.com, just send me the VA loan education program, RJ at ronsiegelradio.com. Did you know you can buy a house with zero money out of pocket using a VA loan? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about 3 key points that will make this dream a reality. Home ownership is a cherished dream for many, but the financial commitment can often be a deterrent. However, if you're an eligible veteran or active duty service member, the Veterans Affairs loan, the VA loan, can help you unlock the door to buying a house with zero money out of pocket. Let's explore the 3 main points that make this possible. Number 1, No down payment required. One of the most significant advantages of a VA loan is the opportunity to buy a home without a down payment. Unlike conventional loans that typically require 20% down payment, VA loans allow eligible borrowers to finance 100% of the home's value. This benefit helps you overcome a significant barrier to homeownership, allowing you to make the leap without having to save for years to accumulate a large down payment. In most instances, you can get into the house with the VA loan for less money than it would take you to get into a lease. You're a veteran. You earned it. Number 2, no private mortgage insurance or PMI. When you take out a conventional loan with a down payment of less than 20%, you are usually required to pay for private mortgage insurance. This extra cost is designed to protect the lender in case you default on your loan. However, with a VA loan, there's no PMI requirement, which means you'll save thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. This savings can help you cover other expenses associated with home ownership, like maintenance or improvements. Number 3, competitive interest rates and flexible credit requirements. The VA guarantees a portion of the loan, which means that VA-approved lenders can have the confidence to offer competitive interest rates and more flexible credit requirements. While your credit score and financial history still matter, VA loans are typically more forgiving than conventional loans, which can lead to lower monthly payments and increased long-term savings. To take advantage of the VA loan benefits, you'll need to obtain a certificate of eligibility from the Department of Veteran Affairs. The process is relatively simple, and you can apply online through your lender, that's us, or by mail. Once you have your COE, Certificate of Eligibility, you can begin searching for a VA-approved lender. Again, our friends at Geneva Financial can help with that to help you navigate the home buying process. Now that you know the incredible benefits of using a VA loan to buy a home with zero money out of pocket, it's time to take the first step towards home ownership. Visit RonSiegelRadio.com. Also, get signed into RSRmoney.com to get expert advice and guidance on using VA loans to turn your dream into a reality. Bottom line, don't let the lack of a down payment hold you back from owning your dream home. Again, visit RonSiegelRadio.com and also get on to RSRmoney.com today to learn more about VA loans and start your journey to home ownership. That is our workshop this morning, giving you just a little bit of information about that VA loan benefit that if you're a veteran, you earned it. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, what are the experts saying about the spring housing market? Got a home buyers seminar coming up, and we got a lot more. We'll talk to you when we come back. You're listening. Again, reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
79% of all credit reports have errors that should be corrected through factual disputing. You could be saving thousands every year if your report was accurate. CreditSanitizer.com provides a free credit report audit when you furnish a specific $1 credit report. You can use this information to request corrections to your report and potentially save thousands of dollars. Get your free credit audit at CreditSanitizer.com. That's CreditSanitizer.com for a free credit report audit. CreditSanitizer.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Every day at this time, OBMMI, they provide the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual locked rates with consumers across 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. What did the loans lock at yesterday? Remember that we don't have the APRs or how many points might have been paid or received to get these wonderful rates that are exactly the numbers that OBMMI says that they locked at yesterday. So we're looking at the 30-year conforming loan locked at 6.458. That was down a little bit. The 30-year jumbo loan locked at 6.583. That was down a little bit. The 30-year FHA loan locked at 6.397. That was down just a little bit. 30-year USDA loan for the rural areas, generally no down payment. That was locked at 6.354. That one was down just a little bit. And the 30-year VA loan, that's the best loan on the market for those that earned it, 6.091. And that was down. So we're all of the loan products that were locked yesterday were of these either government or GSE loans, I guess we can call them. Every one locked down yesterday. The rates were all down. And by looking at what's going on in the market right now, I'm going to guess they're going to, if the market ends up the way it's starting, that'll be the same comment tomorrow. The 10-year Treasury is down 9 basis points at 3.422. The S&P 500 is down 35 points. Mortgage-backed securities, they're up 25 points, which means the rates are down on the mortgages as well. So let's take a look and see why this is happening this morning. Well, we got new home sales, which measures signed contracts on new homes, rose almost 10% in March to 683,000 unit annualized pace, which is the best number in 13 months, much stronger than estimates of a 1% increase. Remember, this was when rates were higher as well. There was a negative revision to February's number, and when factoring that in, sales were up about 7%. Year over year, sales are only down 3.4%. There were 432,000 new homes for sale at the end of March, and at the current pace of sales, there's a 7.6 month supply, down from 8.2 months. However, only 71,000 or 16% of those are completed. When looking at the pace of sales versus homes that are completed, which is really the available supply, there's only 1.2 months supply. Median home price rose 3.8% last month to $449,800, but this can be skewed due to the mix of sales. Year over year, the median home price is up 3.2%. Overall, this was the fourth strong report in a row. So how are buyers having success? Many are using incentives. Our payment assistance program, rsrbuydown.com, rsrbuydown.com. You can use that with builders, maybe. You can use that with new homes as well. Case-Shiller Home Price Index, which is the gold standard for appreciation, showed that home prices rose 0.2% in February after falling modestly for 7 straight months, signaling an inflection point. Year over year, home prices are up 2%, which is a deceleration from 3.7% in the previous report. From the peak in June of 2022, home prices have come down 2.9%, a far cry from a housing bubble, and the things are already starting to turn around. Some of the hardest cities are turning around as well. San Diego up 1.5%, San Francisco up 1%, LA up 1%, Denver up 0.8%. And the FHFA House Price Index, that's the Federal Housing Finance Agency, released their house price index, which measures home price appreciation on single-family homes with a conforming loan. Different than Case-Shiller, it does not include cash buyers or jumbo loans. The FHA reported that prices rose 0.5% in February after rising 0.2% in January. Year over year, home prices are up 4%, which is down from 5.3% in the previous report. From the peak, home prices, according to FHFA, are down 0.2%. Call that flat. Based on this, you can interpolate that the decline in Case-Shiller is coming from higher-priced homes where there is less demand. Additionally, there is likely cash discounts being offered where buyers paying in cash are able to command a lower price, which is why Case-Shiller is also lower. That is the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial when you're ready for that next home loan. Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Real-time real estate brought to you by rsrmoney.com. rsrmoney.com. Selling a house can be an emotional roller coaster. For many people, it's a time of uncertainty, anxiety, and worry. Whether you're selling for the first time or the fifth, the process can be overwhelming. In this article or this commentary, we'll explore the top 5 reasons why selling a house can be stressful and offer tips to help you navigate the experience. Point number 1, financial worries. Money is often at the top of the list of things that cause stress. Selling a house involves a significant financial transaction, and it's not unusual for sellers to feel anxious about the outcome. Many factors can affect the price of a home, including the condition of the property, local real estate trends, and the economy. Sellers may worry that their house won't sell for the price they want, or that they'll lose money on the sale. Additionally, the costs associated with selling a home, such as repairs, staging, and commissions, can quickly add up and create financial stress. Point number 2, time constraints. Selling a house can be a time-consuming process. From preparing the property for sale to showing it to potential buyers, sellers must invest significant time and energy into the process. Many sellers have deadlines they need to meet, such as needing to move by a specific date or wanting to avoid making mortgage payments on 2 properties. The pressure to meet these time constraints can be stressful, especially if things don't go according to plan. Number 3, emotional attachments. Homes are often filled with memories, and it's not uncommon for sellers to feel a sense of remorse or sadness when they decide to move. Saying goodbye to a home can be an emotional experience, especially if the seller has lived there for a long time. Some sellers may worry about the impact that selling their home will have on their family, pets, or community. These emotional attachments can make it challenging to let go and move on. Point number 4, uncertainty. Selling a house is often an unpredictable process. Even if a seller has sold a home before, each transaction is unique, and there are many unknown factors that can arise. For example, a buyer may back out of the sale at the last minute, or a home inspection may reveal unexpected problems. These uncertainties can create stress and anxiety for sellers who may feel like they have little control over the outcome. Number 5, lack of control. Selling a house involves many moving parts, from negotiating with buyers to coordinating with real estate agents, lenders, and attorneys. Sellers may feel like they have little control over the process and worry that something will go wrong. Additionally, sellers may feel like they're at the mercy of the market, which can be unpredictable and volatile. These feelings of powerlessness can create stress and anxiety for sellers who may feel like they're in over their heads. Bottom line, selling a house is a complex process, but it doesn't have to be stressful. By working with an experienced real estate agent, sellers can navigate the challenges of selling a home and find peace of mind. If you're thinking about selling your house, give us a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Hey, remember this. That's a real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com. Remember this, if you've got a distressed situation, here's the issue. If you're looking at foreclosure or notice of default, we've got all kinds of folks within our sphere, within our community, who are always looking at creative solutions of acquiring properties. You do not have to go through this alone. Give a call. Again, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Our team is standing by. So if you've got a property that you're having trouble with, you're not getting the price you want, all of these are options. Maybe you've got a mobile home that's in great condition, but it's not financeable under traditional financing. There are options for you out there. Also, be aware, if you're thinking about buying a house, maybe you don't have the greatest credit in the world. We're going to have a first-time home buyer, or just a home buyer. It doesn't even have to be first time. Seminar coming up. Register today, rsrfthb.com, rsrfthb.com for that homebuyer seminar. It's coming up on May 9th. It is free to you. All you have to do is register, rsrfthb.com, 6 o'clock in the evening. We're going to go over almost everything you need to know about buying a house, your first house or your next house. We're going to talk credit. We're going to talk getting ready to buy. We're going to talk about shopping for the house. We're going to talk about getting ready for the loan, getting the pre-underwritten. We're going to talk about needs and wants, everything to do with buying that house. rsrfthb.com, rsrfthb.com. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, what are the experts saying about the spring housing market? We'll talk about that. We've got a couple other workshops that we're going to share with you as well, just in getting ready. The top 5 don'ts when buying a home. Some mistakes to avoid. All that and more. Reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Is your budget getting blown up with high prices of gas and increased costs for other household needs? This is Ron Siegel, host of the daily Home and Finance radio program. Did you know if you have a low interest rate mortgage along with auto debt, credit card debt, or student loans, your family could potentially save $500 or more per month by restructuring these debts? If you'd like a free Borrow Smart analysis with our team, let's book an appointment to see how we might be able to relieve some stress. Schedule an appointment at rsrbsa.com. That's rsrbsa.com for your free Borrow Smart analysis. rsrbsa.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Check it out. Easy for my voice. Isn't that great with a voice like that? Check it out. rsrmoney.com. It's got everything you need for getting ready to buy a house, sell a house, move on with life. Think about it. So you're going to monitor your credit, which you should be doing anyway. You can, monitor your asset accounts, work on your budget, take a look at 97% of the properties around the country that are available for sale today. You can actually even look at the value of your existing home. 4 different sources, 3 really good ones plus Zillow are right there so that you can take a look at all of that right there, rsrmoney.com, and it's free to you. So go there, get registered, get your monthly report, rsrmoney.com. What are the experts saying about the spring housing market? Housing market is going through a lot of change lately, and there's been uncertainty surrounding what will happen this spring. You may be wondering if more homes will go on the market, what's next with home prices and mortgage rates, or what the best advice is for someone in your position right now. Here's what industry experts are saying right now about the spring housing market and what it means for you. Selma Hepp, chief economist, CoreLogic, quote, "We see more competition among buyers. Housing supply also tends to grow during the spring months, and this is also the time of year when relatively more migration happens as people graduate and move elsewhere looking for jobs," unquote. Greg McBride, chief financial analyst at Bankrate, quote, "I don't expect big moves in prices in the span of a month, but like the flower buds of spring, the housing market is showing signs of improvement. A pickup in activity with inventory still low does bode well for home prices," unquote. Rick Sharga, founder and CEO of CJ Patrick Company, quote, "If you can find a home you love and you can afford at today's prices, don't wait. Home prices in most of the country are unlikely to crash, and mortgage rates will only come down very gradually if they decline at all this year, unquote. Jeff Tucker, senior economist, Zillow. The market is still much friendlier this spring for buyers who can overcome affordability hurdles, but buyers are going to see more competition than they might expect because there are not many homes on the market to go around. New listings are increasing, which they almost always do this time of year, but not nearly as quickly as usual, unquote. I know our friends at Altos Research just sent out a message yesterday saying for the first time since September, or the largest growth since September, the number of homes for sale across the country rose 2%. Hasn't grown that much in a weekly report, again, since September. Bottom line, if you're thinking about selling your house this spring, is a great time to do so while inventory is still low. And if you're in good position to buy, lean on your team of expert advisors for the best advice. Give us a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Hey, remember, our team has all of these things for you. That's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. It's got a lot of great information right there for you. So go to rsrmoney.com. And again, I mentioned, if you're in a distressed situation or maybe even dealing with probate, so be careful. There are options available for you to go out and get what the property that you want, or get rid of the property that you don't want to have on your books. There's a lot of different solutions for that. But you got to call us at 800-306-1990. Don't go through foreclosure. There's absolutely no reason for a foreclosure. Either you've got equity or there's creative financing options out there. So just be aware of all of those things. Don't go through the foreclosure process. Bad for your health. Let's see if we can, I think we have time to get in another. I got plenty of time, don't I? Jeez. What am I looking at? Somebody must have spiked my water this morning. Take a look at another workshop for you, real-time real estate, brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Buying a home is a significant investment, but can also be fraught with pitfalls. To ensure a smooth process, avoid these 5 costly mistakes that many home buyers make. Home buyers make these. Number 1, don't skip the pre-approval process, maybe even the pre-underwriting. Securing a mortgage pre-approval is essential when you're house hunting. Pre-approval lets you know how much you can afford and shows sellers that you're a serious, qualified buyer. Skipping this step could result in wasted time and the loss of your dream home to a more prepared buyer. So consult a reliable mortgage lender like our friends over at Geneva Financial to get pre-approved or pre-underwritten before diving into the housing market. Number 2, don't forget to factor in additional costs. When budgeting for your new home, it's crucial not to overlook additional costs. These may include property taxes, homeowners insurance, utilities, and maintenance expenses. It's also essential to account for closing costs, which typically range from 2 to 5% of the home's purchase price. A comprehensive financial plan helps you avoid unexpected surprises and ensures you can comfortably afford your new home. Number 3, don't neglect the home inspection. A home inspection is a critical aspect of the home buying process. It helps you identify potential issues with the property, such as structural problems, electrical concerns, or plumbing issues. Skipping the inspection to save money or expedite the buying process could lead to costly repairs and headaches down the line. Always hire a professional home inspector to evaluate the property thoroughly and provide you with a detailed report. Number 4, don't fall in love with a house before researching the neighborhood. A beautiful home may have all the features you've been dreaming of, but it's essential to research the surrounding neighborhood as well. Consider factors such as the quality of schools, crime rates, and proximity to amenities like grocery stores, parks, and public transportation. Talk to neighbors, visit the area at different times of the day, and use online resources to gather information. By doing so, you'll ensure you're making an informed decision and investing in a community that meets your needs and expectations. Number 5, don't rush the process. It's natural to feel a sense of urgency when buying a home, but it's important not to rush the process. Take your time to research, ask questions, and consider your options. Be patient and resist the urge to make impulsive decisions based on emotions. Remember, this is a significant financial investment, and taking the time to make the right choice will pay off in the long run. Bottom line, ready to start your home buying journey with confidence? Visit ronsiegelradio.com for expert advice and resources to help avoid these costly mistakes and find your dream home. Give us a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. We are happy to help you with all of this process. There's a lot to it, so don't try and navigate it all by yourself. There's no need to navigating this all by yourself. You have help. Just throw that out there for you. That is another real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com. And being that we can, let's give away a few things here. Our home buyer's guide, rsrhbg.com, rsrhbg.com. That's the home buyer's guide. And I'm going to tell you this right off because I haven't shared this in a while. There are ways, if you have horrible credit, to buy a house. So just like we talked to the folks that are out there facing foreclosure or default, divorce, probate, all of those issues, there are solutions for real estate. The only solution that'll fail you, that'll cost you, is putting your head in the sand. That will, I promise you, that'll pose a problem because the problems don't go away. I just heard of two situations yesterday. I was on a call yesterday. One of them was a mobile home that's not financeable. It was built in, I think, the 60s or early 70s. Not financeable with traditional financing. But it was going through probate, and there was the heirs needed some help with. They've been told by everybody, can't do anything with the property. And they're letting it go to foreclosure. Don't do that. There's still opportunities out there. You've got to make the phone call, 800-306-1990. Get the buyer's guide. If you're thinking about buying also, rsrfthb.com, rsrfthb.com. May 9th, we've got that seminar or a workshop, East Anaheim Community Center. Seating is limited, and we have to make sure we have enough materials for everybody. So go to rsrfthb.com. It is the 9th of May, East Anaheim Community Center, 6 p.m. We might even give away a trip or two while we're there or while you're there because I don't get to partake in the trips. I don't know. We're giving it away, so I guess I can't partake. But rsrfthb.com. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, I think we've got the 8 most common questions. We might even answer them. So 8 most common credit questions, and we'll answer them. We're going to unravel the mystery of those. Again, you can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, it's 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
79% of all credit reports have errors that should be corrected through factual disputing. You could be saving thousands every year if your report was accurate. CreditSanitizer.com provides a free credit report audit when you furnish a specific $1 credit report. You can use this information to request corrections to your report and potentially save thousands of dollars. Get your free credit audit at CreditSanitizer.com. That's CreditSanitizer.com for a free credit report audit. CreditSanitizer.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime. at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Let's see the Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report and it is wrong. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer has these solutions. I've shared this. I started helping a family, the first family I helped get a loan, 1983. Yes, it is a long time ago. I've been looking at credit reports for decades. I've never seen one that's completely accurate. Our friends at creditsanitizer.com, they've got solutions for you. Creditsanitizer.com. Just go there, get registered. Our friend Jeff Sipes and his team at Blue Water Credit, they power Credit Sanitizer for us. Do a great job over there helping people. Your Credit Matters, brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. And at the end, don't go away, because I'm going to give you a way of paying your credit card bills so that you can increase your credit scores just by paying your credit card bills the right way. Credit can be confusing and overwhelming topic for many, but fear not. We're here to provide clarity by answering the top 8 most common credit questions. Get ready to master your financial knowledge. Number 1, what factors impact your credit score? Your credit score is primarily influenced by 5 factors: payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, types of credit, and recent credit inquiries. Making timely payments, maintaining a low credit utilization ratio, and diversifying your credit accounts can all contribute to a healthier credit score. Number 2, how do you check your credit? You're entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, every 12 months. I think they're still giving it every week because of COVID, but that'll be ending soon if it hasn't already. To obtain your free credit report, visit annualcreditreport.com, annualcreditreport.com, or contact the bureaus directly. Reviewing your report regularly helps you detect errors and fraud early. RSRmoney.com helps you monitor your credit as well, rsrmoney.com. None of those are giving you your true FICO score. You can get that, pay for it. Cleanall3.com, cleanall3.com. Main point number 3, how can you improve your credit score? Improving your credit scores requires patience and discipline. Some effective strategies including paying bills on time, reducing credit card balances, keeping old credit accounts open, and avoiding new debt. Additionally, consider working with a credit counselor to develop a personalized plan. Again, creditsanitizer.com. Number 4, what's the difference between a hard inquiry and a soft inquiry? Hard inquiries occur when a lender checks your credit as part of a loan or credit card application, potentially lowering your credit score. Soft inquiries, such as pre-approvals or personal credit checks, do not impact your score. When they're talking about pre-approvals here, that might be for credit cards. If you're getting pre-approved for a home loan, that is a hard inquiry, and it may have usually a minimal effect on your score. Number 5, how long do negative items stay on your credit report? Most negative items, like payments or collections, remain on your credit report for 7 years. Bankruptcies can stay up for up to 10 years, while inquiries remain 2 years. Positive information however, can remain indefinitely. So the good stuff stays for a longer time. Again, if it's not accurate, it must be removed. We'll talk about that in a minute. Number 6, can you remove negative items from your credit report? If a negative item is accurate, it's challenging to remove it before the designated time. However, if the item is incorrect, you can dispute it with the credit bureaus to have it removed or corrected. Everything that's on your report, is my understanding of the law, my understanding, is that it must be complete, it must be accurate, and it must be verifiable. If all 3 of those are not met, it must be removed. So don't go saying it's not mine if you go and dispute it with the bureaus and say, oh, it's not mine. Well, if it is yours, don't lie. Because under factual disputing, there's a lot of ways that our friends at creditsanitizer.com can clean things off of your credit report, factually disputing it. but you got to know the laws, and they do. Number 7, what is a good credit score? Credit scores range from 300 to 850. Notice right there, that is a 550-point spread. A good score typically falls between 670 and 739, with excellent scores above 740. A higher score increases your chance of loan approval and better interest rates. Number 8, how does closing a credit card affect your credit score? Closing a credit card account might negatively impact your score by increasing your credit utilization ratio, reducing your overall credit history length. Before closing an account, consider the potential consequences and explore other options. That's why you want to have a consultation, creditsanitizer.com. Bottom line, if you're ready to take control of your credit, visit creditsanitizer.com, creditsanitizer.com. There's a lot of articles on ronsiegelradio.com. You can also monitor your credit, rsrmoney.com. All tools that cost you absolutely nothing. So what are you waiting for? Have you taken advantage of all these things? Are you looking at them? And are you seeing what questions you have? If you've got questions, all you have to do is call us at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. So that's just a little bit of the information right there for you. Now, and that's the Your Credit Matters segment brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. More free giveaways. Go on over to RSR Credit, RSRCCpayment.com. RSRCCpayment.com. When you go there, we're going to send you, after you tell us where to send it, we're going to send you a video where I explain how to pay your credit card bills the right way. You say, oh, well, Ron, I get the credit card bill and I pay it in full. That is not the right way for FICO scoring purposes. Yeah, you're not paying interest, but it's not going to help you for FICO scoring purposes. In fact, it could be the exact wrong way. RSRCCpayment.com will show you the right way. Again, you got to give us your information so we can send you the video so you understand how to do it. I explained the whole thing there. I don't know, it's like 6 or 7 minutes it takes me to go through it. And it could save you, it could save you as much as 150 points on your FICO score. I don't know how much, depends on what your score is. If you got a great score, maybe not as much. If you got a poor score, you may have a great score because you're just paying your bill the wrong way. And that's one of the biggest components. So RSRCCpayment.com. If you want, we've got some credit mistakes, rsrcreditmistakes.com, rsrcreditmistakes.com. You can get that free report as well. rsrcredittips.com. Josh can't keep up with me throwing all these things out there. rsrcredittips.com as well. So we got a lot of these to give away. Your credit score is a great insight into your world. So make sure that you're doing everything you need to maximize your scores. And right now, I'm going to share with you that if you're thinking of buying a house, I'm going to tell you right now is a great time to buy a house. RSRHBG.com. RSRHBG.com is our free book on buying a house. RSRHBG.com. And why do I say now is a great time? Well, here's the issue. We're going to start seeing some changes in a lot of major financial issues. So the 2nd of May, the Federal Reserve is probably going to increase the Fed funds rate. Does not have a big impact on your mortgage rates. That's the Fed funds rate. That has to do with your second mortgage if you have one. So the Fed's going to be dealing with that on the 2nd. They're going to do the wrong thing, as I forecast, and raise rates. Then we're going to get on the 10th of May, we're going to get CPI numbers. And those CPI numbers are going to tell us that inflation is gone down significantly. Why do I say that? Because shelter's 43% of the inflation numbers, and the Fed's been using old data. This will be the first time that the monthly number, so we're going to replace the April number of 2022 with the April number of 2023. The numbers from 2022 were very high. So we're not going to have numbers that as high as that, I don't believe. And all of our research shows that we won't have numbers as high as that. So what does that mean for you? Well, that means that the CPI numbers are going to come down. The Federal Reserve is going to say, we've done our job. Inflation's coming under control. We've been telling you since January that the May 10th is going to be the date. And then we start seeing what's going on in the bond market and seeing the shorts. I mean, people are selling short the 10-year Treasury. Well, the 10-year Treasury moves exactly the opposite of the yield. So the yield on that is down. And today that bond is up because the bonds move inverse to the yield. Those people that have been banking on that bond going down further are going to get what's called a short squeeze, and they're going to have to start buying those bonds to cover their short. When they buy those, the bonds actually go down because there's more demand for them. The bond is going to go up because there's more demand. So I got backwards, sorry. The bond's going to go up because of the demand for those bonds. When the bond goes up, that yield or the rate or the interest goes down. Now, that doesn't control the mortgage-backed securities, but they do move fairly closely together. So the bottom line is we're going to see some improvements coming up. All of those things are going to add to increased interest rates. Now you say, well, why would I buy today then, Ron, if you're going to get better interest rates? Because you're going to have trouble buying houses once interest rates go down. Get into contract today. Take advantage of a little bit of those interest rates, but try not to pay any points or fees, even if you have to pay a higher interest rate, and then be ready to restructure that loan 6 or 7 months from now when rates are much better than they are today. That's just my forecasting. Can I guarantee it? No. I do forecast it, and I share with you that every morning. And as always, I ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And, of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.